special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Hey, B.A., there's no doubt Klay Thompson, one of the most combustible scorers in the game, and he told me once you see that ball go in 3 or 4 times, you feel like you cannot miss. When it doesn't even touch the rim, that swish, that's the best feeling in the world, he said. And guys, it's a feeling he's more than familiar with.
Yeah, no question about that. All right, good stuff, Allie. Let's see some of the numbers here for Stephen Curry.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Thompson, they're in the backcourt. Eric Paschall is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Cousins in at the 5. And for the Hornets, it's Bridges and Washington teaming up at forward. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Terry Rozier. And it's Smith in at the 2. All right, Grant, here we are in mid-season now. Tell me how players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA schedule.
NBA, it is definitely a grind. As they say, the NBA, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And in order to endure the length of the season, you have to get away from it. You have to preoccupy yourself with things that aren't basketball related. A lot of guys have outside interests, they have hobbies, things that take their mind off of the stress of the NBA season. That, in part, allows them to stay fresh and be at their best when they're on the court during the grind of the year.
Now here's Smith. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Rozier gets the bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Curry with it. Pass to Thompson. And there's the drive.
Forming one of the most lethal backcourts in recent memory, and there's no doubt about it, in the history of the league as we move on. Klay and Steph complement each other so well.
And he knocks down the first one.
You think about with everything that's going on in Klay Thompson's career and the surrounding talent that he's had with him, he still goes out and takes care of his business as a defensive stopper and takes tremendous pride in what he can do offensively.
Over to the left wing. Bridges outside. This one for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Well, both guys are obviously great shooters, but in other ways, they're very different.
Well, Steph is the primary ball handler. He's going to make the pick and roll action happen. He's really the catalyst for the offense. And then Klay, a finisher, as he moves around and navigates the half court behind screens, finds corners, and gets into spots where he's going to be able to pull that trigger quick. Man, these guys play at such a high level. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Now here's Curry. Impressive numbers he's putting up, averaging just over 28 points a game. Cousins. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry, strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man.
It's Bridges on the wing, pounded by Wiggins. Smith no good. On the wing, Curry, 3-pointer. Another 3 for Golden State.
I mean, there's no way. I mean, there's just a sliver of daylight, and there's 3 more.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Fires the 3. Bridges misses.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Thompson, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 so far. Right at the free throw line. Bridges misses.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Tries again. The Hornets pull it in.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now the Warriors with it. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Cousins. And he converts the layup.
I think this is where Cousins operates best. Comfortable using his size and comfortable in the painted area.
Big group substitution here for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zubats. Caldwell Pope comes in for Bridges. Wright's checked in for Smith. And it's Beverly in for Rozier. Now here's Beverly. Here's Washington. Misses the three.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
On the wing, Curry. Beverly defending. Shoots a fadeaway. Count it. Good.
The defense might start to want to respect the fact that Marquise Chris can nail that kind of jump shot.
Charlotte trailing. Out to the wing to end the run. And Beverly's good for three.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Curry against Beverly. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, right now, Steph is just toying with the defense, and it feels like he is the puppeteer in this basketball game.
On target from range.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Beverly against Curry. Pass to Chris. Looney the screen. That shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Fires from deep. Hauled in by Curry. Lets it go from deep. Here's Looney. No good on the buzzer beater. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Hornets out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work, listen to Steph Curry.
I can't tell you how many shots I've taken in my life and how many hours of log practicing, but it started with a love for what I could do and just love shooting, love being in the gym with a ball in my hands, and knew from early I was kind of a natural at it, but in order to get to this level and for me to have gotten better, that's the catalyst.
And of course, Steph Curry comes from a family of great shooters. It's in his blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood because of his incredible work ethic.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
We've got Ivica Zubats. Terry Rozier is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's the Hornets 5. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And that one's good. Poole. Well, Grant, what's your take on the so-called pace and space style that so many teams are playing these days?
Yeah, B.A., I really like this style of play. One, it speaks to how the game has evolved. 25 years ago, there was more physicality. The scoring was not up. The game wasn't as exciting to watch. As we fast forward to the present day, the game is exciting for the fans, and it's also exciting for the players to play. Shooting is an emphasis. It's about speed, athleticism, and a lot of fun to play and watch. Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Pass to Cousins. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Goes back up. Blocked.
Well, offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific at getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. Here's Bradley. No good on the 3. The Warriors leading. On the wing, Green. That 3's off the mark.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Rozier. Again, the miss by the Hornets. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
You know, last season, Andrew Wiggins, he really started off on a tear. But by the end, I'd say, yeah, he improved, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done for him to deliver on his max contract.
Bradley, that's good.
Better from the corners, but Bradley becoming much more consistent as a three-point threat.
Big group substitution here for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Smith comes in for Bridges. Wright's checked in for Rozier. And it's Beverly in for Bradley. And Grant, that contract for Andrew Wiggins, 5 years, $147 million, give or take a few dollars.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. I'll tell you what, you might recall management wanted to sit down with Wiggins when they offered that contract. They really wanted to be ensured that he was going to plan to get better as a player. I'll tell you what, that's rarely a good sign.
The Warriors trailing. Here's Wiggins, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. Here's Beverly. Off the mark there with a 3. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Shot is good by Curry.
A catch and shoot opportunity for Steph. It's just effortless.
Pass to Beverly. Beyond the arc. Offensive board. A nice shot by Zubac.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
To the paint, Looney, and Looney with the slam.
And Looney is so long, gets up there and flushes it.
The Hornets shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Here's Beverly. No good with the triple. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
We all know that close games can boil down to who makes a play on defense, and I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a rejection right there.
Pass to Washington. Takes a 3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Outside Curry. Thompson outside. thrown in. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Out left to the wing. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Chris. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Hornets out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team, but there wasn't a big difference between them. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, you've got to love the work the reserves have done so far for them. The bench comes in, and they've been big, giving the starters a much-needed break. They've come in, and they've contributed.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They've gotten a lot from their interior offense, and it's been a spark for them. And having that edge in the paint can make the difference tonight.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking, today it's an A+ from him.
On the floor for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, they are the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Eric Paschall. And it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Wiggins gone 3 of 6 from the floor. It's Bridges on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Wiggins on the wing. Off target from outside. The Hornets shooting around 35% for the game. Pass to Smith, puts up a 3, gets the 3 ball to go. Smith's got 9 points.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Now here's Cousins. He's guarded by Zubac. Out to Thompson. Paschall passes to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Pass to Zubac. Here's Rozier. Off target with the 3. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Yep, count it. Grant, you had an excellent mid-range jumper. Who right now stands out in that area?
Wow, you know, in this era of the three-point ball, there's still some players that excel in the mid-range. And it just so happens they're elite all-star caliber players. You know, I think of Kevin Durant, Chris Paul is another, Jimmy Butler excels in the mid-range. But the guy, to me, who is the best in the mid-range in today's game is Kawhi Leonard. He can go get a bucket, elevate, use his size, his strength, his touch, and he really excels in that area. And so it's refreshing to see, and it's interesting that really good players in this league are the ones that excel there.
Now here's Wiggins. Give him 8 points now.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Charlotte making some changes. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zubac. Caldwell Pope comes in for Washington. And it's Bradley in for Smith. The Hornets with a lead. Rozier outside from deep three-point range. The long-distance three is buried. Rozier's got 8.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Cousins. Inside. And that one's good. Poole.
I mean, with just how dominant he can be scoring inside and outside, to have that kind of vision, wow, what a complete center.
Bridges. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Curry. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. 10 points for him.
Steph with a great read there, tricky on the inside, and exploits the defense with a good read.
The Hornets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. You know, Brent, now he's entering his mid-30s. What do you think may change with Stefan's game, if anything?
I think he's just going to fall off the cliff. I'm kidding. Obviously, this guy is one of the greatest shooters of all time, and they say that you get better as a shooter as you get older. Is that humanly possible with Steph Curry? I don't think so.
And Rozier good for 3. And the Hornets lead by 4.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Pass to Poole. Outside, Green. Down low. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, Cousins with his height is able to get up there and jam that one down. Just get the ball deep to him on the inside and pretty much he'll take care of the rest.
And the basket by Bridges.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Stolen. Now the Hornets moving it up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, Bradley right now putting the defense, something he does well, on its heel because of his offense.
First free throw is good.
There's a nice, quiet leadership quality that Avery Bradley gives to his teammates, and it's something that the coaching staff absolutely is on board with.
Wright's checked in for Charlotte. Beverly comes in for Rozier. Now here's Wiggins. And the Warriors with another 3.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Here's Wright. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Wright's got 6.
And after a sketchy first half, they're now looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Curry against Beverly. Curry's shot is off.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Hornets. They're up by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got DeLon Wright. Ivica Zubac's out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Patrick Beverly, and it's Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Hornets 5. Drains the triple.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Pass to Looney. Now here's Chris. Now Wiggins. Here's the floater. And he lays it up and in.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Beverly outside. And the Hornets, another three.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Thompson attacking. They double team Thompson. Pass to Looney. And here's Curry. Clock at 6. Here's the three. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
Smith tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Thompson outside. And Looney with the slam.
Now that's just called working within the offense, as Thompson, unwilling to settle for a shot, has good vision and then sees the open man.
Here's Washington. Buries it from 3. And the Hornets lead by 8.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Chris. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That'll be a second foul of the game. So for the Hornets, Caldwell Pope's checked in for Wright, and it's Rozier in for Beverly. Cousins, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pascal comes in for Chris. Curry cashes in the 12-footer.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Stolen by Wiggins. Thompson left side. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And that is a potential game changer. Thompson maintaining his calm and coming through.
The three. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Up top, Curry. Pounded by Rozier. Fires the three. To get it again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, the edge to Cousins rebounding, you're okay with it if it shows up in the way he goes about his business on the glass.
Here's Washington. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Curry, that's good.
Well, not only is he not missing, I think he's really enjoying himself out there. When he goes on a tear like this, he gets that big smile on his face, the mouthpiece at the side of his mouth, and his teammates feeding off the energy.
Now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Terry Rozier.
And he's been in control because of how well he's shooting. He's finding holes in the defense, and he's able to capitalize. Wow, it's almost like his confidence is increasing with each basket he makes.
The Hornets making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Thompson with a steal. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Counted from distance.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Lets it fly. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, the D has to pressure Curry at all times. You can't let him shake free for a jumper.
A nice shot by Smith.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Fires from deep. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
Thompson outside. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. And Rozier, here we go. And that one is hammered home.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Pass to Bridges from outside the arc. Fires in the triple. And the Hornets lead by 14.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game. Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
To the inside. Back to Rozier. Here's Washington. And the Hornets, another three.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Outside Curry. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.